Change your friends and hook up with those that can, help you make those dollars. And as Vubusi mentioned, I have a huge passion of women. And being a woman in business myself, it's not an easy thing. And men that are here, I want to applaud you for being in this space, given that it's Women's Month and we're always going to take over.
Always.
We're always going to take over. And, it's just for this month, give it to us. Give it to us. Next month, you can take it again, no problem. But one thing that I really want us to talk about today, I would like us to get back to the basics, And the basics, one of the basics of life is the art of being grateful.
Yeah,
and gratefulness is one thing that has helped carve the way for me, because I needed to always remember that I need to be grateful of the people that have come into my life, and I also need to be grateful for the people that have left my life.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't make sense. But I needed to realize that I need to be grateful for the people that are in my life and the people that have left my life. Because the people that have left my life have played their part in my life. And I will not sit and cry crocodile tears for them while I still have others that are remaining behind. I need to treasure these ones that have stayed behind, because clearly they are still meant to be a part of my journey. And in the entrepreneurship world, not everybody is meant to be a part of your journey until you make that first million.
Yes.
There are some people that are there for you to make the first 1,000 and they leave. Second 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 and they leave. Don't cry for them. Because you're gonna cry for somebody that helped you make 1,000 and not appreciate a person who is sitting with an idea or with a sense of motivation that can help you make that million. And it all goes back to being grateful. When we start valuing the relationships that we make, your life is going to change. In the spiritual world, they will say that you need to have the spirit of discernment. You need to be able to discern who is for me and who is not for me. What opportunities are for me and what opportunities are not for me. Do not be that greedy that when every opportunity comes up in your inbox, you're there. There's also nothing wrong in doing that. But do not do it out of greediness, because you are just wasting oxygen in the room and resources that could have been given to someone else. Most of the times when opportunities come our way, they say we've only got space for 30 people. Now in that 30 people, there's 5 of us who just jumped, because there's going to be free food. There's going to be free food. I'm going to feature in a couple of, Instagram photos and social media, so I'm going to go for it. But in actual sense, whatever you're going to be attending was not in line with your work. You have taken space for somebody that needed that opportunity. That is selfishness. Selfishness is good, and sometimes it's bad. It's good when you're looking out for yourself and when you need to make the decision to say that I need inner peace. And in order for me to have inner peace, I need to be selfish. And I need not be apologetic about it. And as we move on in our entrepreneurship journeys, you realize that it's not always going to be easy. And of course, we need to keep up the gram, Instagram, the pictures needs to look good.
Yes, ma'am.
Be authentic. If you do not have the million, don't be talking as if you don't do free gigs. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
We all do free gigs at times.
Yeah, man.
And out of those free gigs, there might be somebody in the audience who's going to set you up for a gig that's going to pay you 30 grand. Be honest that you do free gigs.
Yeah, man.
Most of us will lie and we're like, no, free gigs, what the why? My time is so expensive. Guys, yes, time is expensive, but we also need to realize that our opportunity sometimes lays in the places that does not have monetary incentives. It's not always about the money. I'm one of the people that says that I'm not driven by money, and we might be different. I am driven by happiness. I'm driven by contentment. If I am content with something that I'm doing, that is more than enough money for me. Being happy in my life enables me to get up and go get the day. If I'm not happy, there are days where I wake up, and for those that follow me on social media would know that in the past couple of months, I've opened up about my mental health. There are days where I wake up and I feel, not today, you know. And I have taught myself to be honest about those days, because not every day is going to be a good day. And we need to be honest with ourselves to say that today is not a good day.
Yeah, man.
You can fake it till you make it, but you're going to break down in front of a crowd, and you're not going to be able to pick up the pieces right there immediately. Whereas you could have taken the time to admit that today is just really not a good day. Let me work on getting back my energy. And where I'm moving towards is that we need to preserve our energies in the circles that we find ourselves in. The fact that I smile with you doesn't mean that my energy is conducive for your journey.
Yes.
The fact that I pick up your phone call and I come to your event does not mean that deep inside my energy is conducive to your journey.
Sure.
I might be the most distracted person dressed in chic clothing.
Colgate smile.
But mine is real, baby. But when it's not, you will know it. Those that, like, when I'm on zero, it's on zero, and I'm not going to fake it, you know? And we need to learn to not hang on to relationships in our businesses because we just want to make it.
Yeah.
You are going to be dragging someone with you in your venture, in your project, somebody that is just sucking the hell out of you. Do we know what a leech is? Usually doctors use leeches to activate blood flow. Leeches suck blood from you. And in life, we've got people that are like leeches. And they live with nice smiles, nice clothes, they give us nice gifts on birthdays, but they drain the emotional hell out of us.
Yeah, man.
But because we have conditioned our minds to just hold on and settle for relationships that are not useful to us, we hang on. Why are you hanging on? Sometimes we hang on because we do not want to disappoint people. We're like, what are people going to say if they know that we are not friends anymore? To hell with what are people going to say? If our friendship is not working, we need to be honest with each other to say, my friend, you know what, I think we can stay just as friends, but in business, this is not working. The same goes in love relationships. If you are sitting here and you're with somebody and you've been contemplating leaving because you're like, what are the people going to say? Re-evaluate that relationship, because what are you hanging on to? Why are you hanging on to a what if? Why are you hanging on to a bazuthina bantu?
Never.
Were the people there when you got into this relationship? We were not dating. Yes, we live on your Facebook. You need to notify us when the relationship ends. You told us when the relationship started, so just give us the courtesy to let us know when it ended. And I like that you said it's not easy, because it is not easy to let go of relationships. But there comes a time in life where we need to make it. Because if you don't do it for you, no one is going to do it for you. I always say that no one can do it better than I do myself. Nobody. Not even my husband.
Yeah, girl.
Nobody can make me happy more than I can make myself happy. And I was at Coach Chandu's seminar earlier this year, and I used an analogy. I said to my husband that when we met, you had your suitcase. I had my suitcase. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have perfect relationships, perfect business relationships and friendships. No. I said to him, you had your suitcase, I had my suitcase. But in us having our suitcases, I was not part of accumulating the contents of your suitcase.
Yeah, man.
Neither were you part of me accumulating the contents of my suitcase. Henceforth, your suitcase can never become mine. Your suitcase can never become my suitcase. Reason being, I do not know the original contents, where they come from. I cannot solve issues that I do not know where they come from. However, when we got together, we started packing our suitcase together. That suitcase, I carried every single day because I made the decision to be with you till death do us part. The suitcase we started packing the day we started dating. That's mine as well. The one you came with, no boo. I'm not about that life. And so often, in businesses, we take on the slack of other people. All the time. And we need to come and be honest and say, partner, I think you're not pulling your weight as you should.
Yeah.
This is a very difficult conversation to have because most of the times we are friends. And we want to preserve the friendship. But you need to choose, are you going to preserve the friendship and be dragged in this business that's not going anywhere? Or you're going to preserve the business and work on your friendship? I would assume that a friendship is easier to repair than a business. A business has assets, monetary assets, and other things that comes with it. And just to sum up what I'm trying to say is that we need to start getting into spaces where we avoid dragging ourselves into spaces that are not for us because we want to look good. We want the pictures to look good. We want to feel as if we are busy. So many of us, we update statuses of I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. One of my mentors called David said to me, you know what, you tell me you're busy, but please tell me what have you achieved in being busy. It feels good saying I'm busy.
Yeah.
But what have you achieved during the time that you were saying that you are busy? Stop being busy to look busy on social media when you know that in reality, when we meet, you are still where you were when we met in January. But on Facebook, you've been so busy entertaining us. Can we get out of those habits? Because the moment that the time that you took writing that status where you were lying about what you were doing, you could have been giving Loyiso a call to say that I have a business proposal, can we look at it? I've been sitting on it for the past 3 months. But because we try and keep up a stature of everything is going well, we also forget to ask for help within that process because everything is going well. Even in a millionaire's house, there are things that doesn't go well. There are hidden cracks. And often they need to go to their advisors and say, you know what, I think that crack, it's keeping on, what can we do about it? Stop being that person that is faking it until they make it, when in actual reality, you're not making it anyway. You're going nowhere slowly. And you're going nowhere slowly because you need to put up a front. In 2013, I made the decision to say that you either take me as I am, or you leave. And by take me as I am is whether I'm busy or I'm not busy, you take me as I am. But I'm not going to be updating for the sake of Nam Ichomiam is blue, or poster, or expo, so now next week I need to be doing something. No, guys. Can we get out of those habits within our entrepreneurship journeys? Let us start being authentic and let us start being true. Look in the mirror before you leave the house in the morning. Look in the mirror and have that honest conversation with yourself to say that, am I going to post something positive and authentic about my journey, or I'm just going to post something because a friend of mine posted something, so now I need to look as if. If you do have friends that do that,
no.